Hey everybody, this is John again. I'm here continuing my introduction series to characters in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Today I will be doing Donkey Kong. He's generally been a strong character, does a lot of damage, high knockback attacks, and that's definitely the same in this game. A couple things I do want to let you know. Donkey Kong is the second heaviest character behind King DDD. A lot of people believe that Bowser is the heaviest character above both Donkey Kong and the King, but for the list I'm using, Donkey Kong is the second heaviest. What's surprising is his run speed is 18th, which makes him in the faster half of the group, and his walking speed is actually top 10 at number 9. So Donkey Kong has one of the faster walks in the game, and it's actually pretty close to his dashing speed. So either one you use is just fine. They are definitely not a weakness in Donkey Kong's game. So let's start with the attacks here. He has a 2-punch attack. Even this attack, it's not quite as strong as Bowser's 2-punch attack. It does do a little bit more percentage damage and a little less knockback damage, but it's still his regular attack. Otherwise, his tilted attacks, he has a hand swipe, a much faster hand swipe for his down. Upwards is a hand swipe to the air. This one does have horizontal coverage, so any enemies next to him, if I can do it right, will be hit by this attack, as well as anything above him. Then for his smash attacks, he has a forward clap, like such. He pummels both sides of the ground next to him for his downward smash, and his upward smash, he claps his hands above his head. All of these are very, very strong moves. They deal a lot of percentage damage. That's 19% with an uncharged attack. Well, 19 to 20%, I guess. And he's at 80% now. A non-charged attack from the edge of the map kills him instantly. So they're really powerful smash attack moves. You don't need to charge these by any means to make them effective. Otherwise, his dash move here is a good knockback move. Plus, it lets you get near the enemy so you can combo or edge guard them. As for his aerials, he has a spin move here. This is much like his up special move, this, where it's angled. They changed that from Brawl, and we'll get into that in the special moves. But for his aerial, it's a spin move here. It's angled downwards the way he's facing. Otherwise, his back one is a kick. His forward one, he swipes his hand in front of him, and that will hit any enemies directly above or below him. There's not a lot of range above or below, but there is some. And then his up attack is a headbutt. This headbutt will really send enemies flying straight up. They don't have to have a high percentage for that one, for that to work, but it's a great juggling move that can really KO quickly. As for his special attacks, these are his most famous moves that are really unchanged from the past games, other than his up special. This one here is his charge attack, which he spins his arm around to charge for a punch. It's very high damage, very high knockback when it's fully charged. To get it there is a little bit tough because he is vulnerable. A couple things you can do though while he's charging. If you tilt the joystick left or right while he's charging, he does a shield roll, like so. You don't need to push the shield button to execute the roll, he'll automatically do it. He will face the opposite direction that you rolled him to though. So if you roll him to the left, he'll end up facing the right. If you roll him to the right, he'll end up facing the left. You can also do this with the shield, and that will not cancel the charge, so you'll be able to continue your charge afterwards. There's a slight delay between pushing the button and the shield, depending on where he is in his charging motion. But those are a couple ways to get that to full power. He does have a little bit of the steam cloud coming out of his head. That shows enemies that he is fully charged, so many people won't try and go directly in front of you. You can release this in the air if you so want to. A lot of people try and jump over him for the dodge, so try and keep that move in the arsenal. Don't try and sit there and charge it unless you have the opportunity, but just roll around, keep yourself defended, and charge that while you can. Then once it gets fully charged, unleash it, and you can deal a lot of damage and a lot of knockback. This here was his side attack. Something different that they've changed from the last games. This now does a ton of damage to shields, which is really kind of unfortunate for the opponents because a lot of people use shields against Donkey Kong to avoid his knockback damage. So if you're going against someone who's using shields a lot, feel free to use this move. It will damage their shields a lot. If they don't use the shield, they'll get locked in the ground, allowing you to hit them with a quick smash attack or something else. His down special attack is this one here, which is I think it's a fan favorite. This is a really good move for certain utility games like the Trophy Rush or whatever, but for battling, it's not too great. Against the 100-man melee or something like that, it's really good because it's a wide area attack that does a lot of knockback damage. But the weakness with that one is it's only if the opponent is on the ground. Anytime they're in the air, they are not affected by that attack, even if they're directly above Donkey Kong. So they can hit you from the air. You're vulnerable to enemies who are in the air during that attack. A lot of people know that. A lot of people will take advantage of that. Plus, you're not going to really kill anyone. He's at 250%, and he's still not being KO'd with that. If they are at a higher percentage, it's best just to use a quick smash attack or something else. Otherwise, his up special attack is his one really only recovery move. And one thing that's different here, in the air it's the same as any other games, but on the ground he tilts it towards the direction he's facing. So if you were facing away from your opponent and use this move, they're only hit by 1 or 2 punches. It's not, and they have to be directly next to Donkey Kong, so it's not very good on the ground unless you're facing the opponent. A lot of people will shield roll right behind you during that attack and take advantage of it with a grab or a smash attack while you're stuck in the motion of it. So I wouldn't try and use that on the ground too much. I usually use it for a recovery move. It doesn't combo well because he kind of lags in the air. So any opponent right there could start a smash attack on me because when he falls, he kind of stumbles and has to get back up, leaving you a little bit vulnerable. So it's not a very good offensive threat. Otherwise, moving on to his grabs here, he has a high launch back grab, which is my favorite one. Otherwise, he can go up, which allows him for great air combos because he's really, really good in the air. He has a down one, which I don't really prefer. It makes it tough to combo with because enemies can recover very quickly off of it. Otherwise, his forward and probably his most famous grab is where he throws them on his back and you can control them. So a lot of people will take enemies off the stage. I don't like to do that because of that there. When you get off the stage, your really only recovery method is grabbing the side of the stage. You are invincible a little bit, and that can help with side grabs, but if the enemy's recovering at the same time, if they just wait you out while they're in the air, they can hit you off the ledge. Otherwise, they can grab the ledge on top of you and force you off the edge. So I don't like to use that move. There's a lot of people that do. I prefer just to throw them here and then edge guard, allowing you to do smash attacks, whatever, as they're recovering back to the side of the stage. So with Donkey Kong, some general practices. He's pretty quick for a big character, so make sure you use that. He doesn't turn around too well because of his weight. He's not so much like Bowser in that regard, but use quick smash attacks. It's a really good idea for him. You don't have to charge him at all to deal a lot of damage or a lot of knockback, and it's pretty impressive with how much they can do. Otherwise, keep them in the air. I think Donkey Kong is really good with enemies above him. He's really good at juggling. He's really good at aerial combat. And any of his aerial moves will really do a lot of damage and knockback, especially his headbutt up. So, in general, keep the enemy moving. Keep the enemy from using their shield. If they are, use your side B move. And then hit them as hard as you can with some not so much charged smash attacks. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions on other characters, please feel free to look at the other videos. I'm going to try and go in order with these videos, but if there's one character that you specifically want to see, please leave me a comment. I'll upload any of the high demand ones first. Otherwise, share some of these videos with your friends, get them into Smash Brothers. I'm trying to get the online game as competitive as possible, and I'm trying to get as many people interested in this game as I can. Thank you very much for the support, and have a great day.